What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. It's August, which means it's time to check out more Gondek EDC Hank of the Month Club Hanks. I subscribe to both the standard and XL version of the subscription. The standard is $10 a month plus shipping. XL is going to run you $20 a month plus shipping. Standard gets you a 7-inch by 7-inch Hank, whereas the XL is an 11-inch by 11-inch Hank. No matter which one you go with though, you're going to get a microfiber back tank with a unique design on the front, never repeats, never sold in their store, and is often complementary of each other, but never the exact same design between the standard and the XL. So we're going to take a look at both before reading the letter this month, which is a little bit different, but the letter's a little bit different, so it'll all make sense when we get there. But let's jump in, see what we got for August of 2024, starting with our standard Hank. This is the 7-inch by 7-inch, got this super colorful houndstooth design, really stunning design. I love the colors on this. Has that blue and black base and then a lot of colors on the foreground. You can see that houndstooth pattern repeats, it changes orientation and size. Just a really cool and unique looking design. I'm really fond of the houndstooth print in general, and so this is a really cool version of it. Now if you follow Gondek EDC closely on socials, you already know the significance of that houndstooth pattern, but if you don't, we'll hear about that in the letter to come. Before we get to that though, let's check out the XL for this month. As I said, often complementary, and this month it definitely is. You can see that same pattern that we see on the standard, but this time in complete grayscale. It's like if they took a houndstooth pattern, turned it into multicam black. Really love the design because of that. I just think it's really cool looking. The standard is absolutely stunning, but this one's just a badass design in my opinion. So really digging both of them. Now we're gonna dive into the letter. It's a long one this month because there's a lot of explanation that goes into it, but let's get into it. And so, dear Hank of the Month Club member, switching things up this month, you guys get both Lauren and Max writing this, and only one letter for both clubs since it's a huge month for us with our debuting of our rebranding. And so that's the reason I'm only reading the letter at the end. There was only one letter. And so that being said, we still can't believe it's the 56th month of the Hank of the Month Club and the 16th month of the XL, and we can't wait for many more months to come. Let's start by addressing our logo change up top, which I don't know if I've fully shown. Let's kind of zoom in on that so we can take a look for a moment, and you can see it is a single of those houndstooth patterned with the original Gondek EDC logo in the center. Really cool looking design, but let's hear more about it here. Our original G logo was created by Max in PowerPoint. No, really, in like 4 minutes, and unsurprisingly stuck with it for 4 years until Lauren really came on as a full-time partner. We really started discussing a rebranding after Blade Show in June. We wanted the new logo brand to represent us both. If you didn't recognize the shape yet, it's a shape known as houndstooth, which is classic and timeless pattern, and one Max and I have both loved forever. Also worth noting, it's a really classic pattern. As I mentioned, it's literally been around for thousands of years. They found examples of it dating back thousands of years, which is pretty cool. Anyways, once Lauren mentioned doing something with our favorite print, since we do so much with fabric, we were hooked on the idea. Lauren wanted to make the new logo incorporating it, and Max wanted to design a product with it, so we were off to the races. Max made the first prototype after we discussed what features we would like it to have, while Lauren designed, redesigned, and redesigned the new logo some more. Seriously, probably 100 versions. We struggled with the right way to evolve the brand without changing it completely. The G is still our identity, but the houndstooth really signifies the company as a 50-50 partnership, and we couldn't be more excited about it. This brings us to the Hank of the Month Club prints. We timed this month's release with the rebrand and the release of our insanely cool tool, the Illusionist. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. Kind of a prime multi-tool. There's also a throwing star version, which is even more cool. And so for both the OG, I skipped a little bit, the Illusionist. So Lauren got to work and found this amazing collection of houndstooth fabric. The print itself is the same for both the OG and XL clubs, but different colorways. Went back and forth on which colors to use for which club, but once the fabrics were in hand, we knew the black version had to be the XL because of the grayscale popping so well in the larger size. We purposely bought plenty of extra stock in these prints as we wanted to make our own matching gear sets in them, which we hoped you guys would like to do too. Again, this perk is for Hank of the Month Club members only. As always, we really hope you guys enjoyed this month's design, and we can't wait to hear what you all think. Thank you so much for being a member of the club. Happy hanking. Thanks, Max and Lauren Gondek. And a really fun PS at the bottom. PS, shout out to Jake at Uncommon EDC for publicly reading through the longest letter we've written to date. Go check out his YouTube channel for reviews on all Hank of the Month clubs and so much more. So, don't know who this Uncommon EDC guy is, but he sounds awesome. No, just kidding. Of course, really big shout out to them. Really appreciate them including me in the letter. Love Gondek EDC, all they represent. Had a chance to meet up with them at Blade Show. Was really great meeting them, and very excited about them for this rebrand. Like I said, check out the Illusionist. I think it's really cool item, but also let them know what you think of the new logo down in the comments. Sounds like they were looking for feedback in that letter, as well as this month's Hank. It's hard for me to choose a favorite. I think I have to go with the grayscale. Just love it so much. Like I said, it just reminds me of multicam black, which I'm already such a big fan of, but the color really pops amazingly. Really great combination of colors. That blue and black kind of reminds me of, I think I had a t-shirt or something from Alpine Star back when I was in high school. Alpine Star is like a motocross snowboard brand, but I think they used to use houndstooth quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure I had a blue and black t-shirt in it. But both really cool designs. Would love to hear your thoughts on them down in the comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, joining the channel as a member. All help the channel out a ton. I do have a playlist with the last 30 to 35 or so Hank of the Month Club hanks and every XL that they've ever done, if you're interested in checking that out and seeing what some of those previous Hank designs look like. But thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great one. Take care.